Okay, hi Gemini. We're gonna do your 2020 yearly uh, tarot spread here. So this is just kind of a general overview of your layout here. So we'll get into the messages. I'm not going to spend too long on the intro. Maybe some of the months will resonate with you. Maybe all of it will, none of it will. So, yeah, let's get started. You, Gemini, you guys have a lot of tens in your reading. You have all of the tens, actually, in your reading. Ten of Pentacles, Wands, Swords, and Cups. So I do feel like there's going to be very, very big, significant changes in the year 2020 for your sign. And I feel like they're going to be changes for the good. I feel like there will be a painful ending, or there has been a painful ending, but there's going to be some sort of painful ending. And I feel like it's going to start in January, but this is a necessary ending, I feel. This is, some sort of cycle ending in your life for the better. And it doesn't even have to be painful. This is just a shift in your life in 2020. There's a new cycle you're entering. So there's an ending and there's a new beginning. I feel like this change that you're currently experiencing, because this energy could be playing out right about now, towards the end of this month and heading into January. I feel like it's not really going to come until to a head until October. I feel like your most prominent months in the months of 2020, it's definitely March, April, October, May, so yeah, you're starting off January 2020 with Ten of Swords, and you have embracing the future. So you're definitely in this energy where you're optimistic, you're feeling hopeful for the future. Some of you might have plans laid out, you probably have goals, you have intentions set. You guys are definitely walking through a doorway here. You're definitely entering a new chapter, a new cycle. You're definitely feeling these changes taking place right now. February, you have 10 of Wands. And you have starting fresh. So, yeah, there's still this theme. In January and February of 2020, there's this theme of you guys just wanting to start fresh. You're definitely planting seeds, I feel, in February 2020 as well. January, February 2020, there's endings. You guys are ending cycles. You're going through changes, setting intentions, you're planting seeds, you're preparing for the rest of your year. March, leading into spring. Spring is really going to pick up for you guys, Gemini. March is going to be interesting. You have Ace of Cups and you have the Wheel. And then you also have trusting your intuition. So definitely trust your intuition in the month of March, especially when it comes to emotional matters, especially when it comes to your significant relationships, not only romantic, but your close relationships as well. For some of you singles, you could be meeting somebody in the month of March, or in the springtime. I get Leo strongly for some. I'm also getting water signs strongly for some of you. Scorpio especially. I'm seeing in your spread. Could be any sign though. But yeah, there's a definite new romantic start, a new romantic cycle in March. You guys are also going to be very intuitive. You're going to have a lot of heightened intuition around this time as well. But for those of you in relationships, you could be having a new cycle with your partner. You could be deepening your bond, deepening your connection, deepening your relationship, maybe going to the next level, whatever that, means for your relationship. April, I see the continuation of good energy. So it's almost like January and February look a little kind of iffy. I just see like a pattern of, releasing burdens, releasing struggles, releasing mental conflicts, planting seeds, starting new. And then the springtime is when you guys are really going to be starting fresh. 10 of Cups here in April. You also have Believing in Magic in April. So maybe you guys are going to be experiencing a lot of synchronistic events in April. But I do see you guys being very emotionally fulfilled, very happy. It's probably just a very magical time, just a very good, carefree time. Maybe there's just a lot that you're celebrating in April of 2020. You could be celebrating maybe your own accomplishments, maybe you're attending celebrations for other friends and family members as well. So maybe April's just a very lively time for you, I see here. And then May, you have the Tower, and then you have King of Cups. So that's where I'm getting Scorpio from. So maybe there's a Scorpio that's significant in May of 2020. You also have taking action. So you could be taking action towards someone, or someone's taking action towards you around this time in May of 2020. Or maybe, someone is influencing you to take action, to do something. Maybe you're getting advice from a water sign, or it doesn't have to be a water sign. It could just be someone who's very intuitive and very in tune with their emotions. Maybe there's just something like a very sudden situation that you have to take action on in May. Maybe as we get closer towards that time of the year, we'll get more clarity. But June, you have 5 of Wands and you have Savoring Pleasure. So June, I see you guys just having a lot of me time. Like, this card always makes me think of me time, because you have a bathtub here, you have a glass of wine, you have candles, musical notes. It just looks like a time, just feels like a time, feels like a month where you're just going to be just having a lot of me time, just a lot of alone time. Like, you're just going to be giving to yourself. Not really giving in to the demands of others in June around that time. And you may even be experiencing some conflicts, like maybe someone's trying to bring conflict your way and you're just blocking it out. And you're just focusing on yourself and your mental and emotional well-being. July 2020, you have 3 of Pentacles. A very creative energy here, a very creative time for you. You also have hearing messages from Spirit. I am a clear channel for messages from Spirit. So July 2020, some of you Geminis could be receiving messages from your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors. You could be receiving an important message around this time. Maybe it has to do with a home or with school or about a job. Some sort of message. Maybe you've been waiting on a message for a long time. Maybe you've been waiting on a message for 3 years and it's coming in July, but something about messages. Maybe some of you are also intuitive yourself, and maybe you just find yourself channeling more around July 2020. But I also get a very creative energy here. Maybe some of you are artists, maybe some of you draw, you paint, whatever it is that you do. I just see that you guys are channeling your energy into a creative endeavor of yours around this time. And you're just enjoying that. And yeah, you could be receiving downloads, receiving messages from Spirit, and you could be incorporating those messages into your creations. So that's really cool. Looks like a good month as well. August 2020, you have standing firm. So you're standing very firm. You might be feeling very stubborn about something. You do have surrender stubbornness for 2020. So this, I feel like this is your overall theme. So do keep this in mind, Gemini. It says, if you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. So, I do feel like one of your challenges in 2020 is stubbornness. You might not normally be stubborn, but maybe this year you're finding yourself being more stubborn than usual. So just do keep that in mind. That will be a theme for you, but I feel like whatever you're standing firm about this month, it's absolutely necessary that you do, but you do have a theme of stubbornness for the year. You also have 7 of Wands and 5 of Cups for August 2020. Yeah, so you're standing up for something that you believe in this month, whether that's something in your personal life. It might have to do with a relationship for some, or maybe some sort of missed opportunity. It doesn't have to be a relationship, but maybe just something that you feel like fell apart, that never really came together. And I also want you to keep in mind, Gemini, that for the year 2020, you also got meditation brings answers. So you might also find yourself meditating more this year, or you should explore meditation more, is what Spirit is wanting you to know here. It's also going to be a year of forgiving and learning. I'm sorry, you can't really see these. Forgiving and learning. And also a year of healing family issues. You also have heart-to-heart conversations at the bottom of the deck. So it's going to be a year of heart-to-heart conversations with not only loved ones, like romantic interests, but family and friends. There's going to be a lot of forgiving this year, a lot of learning from past mistakes this year. In romantic and close, friend, family relations. Also, someone is planning on surprising you this year in 2020. A romantic interest. Doesn't have to be a romantic interest, but someone is planning a surprise for you this year, Gemini, so keep that in mind. I don't know when this surprise is going to come in. Maybe May because you have the Tower here. I'm just going to place my bet on May, but it could happen at any time in 2020. So we got those out of the way. Oh, and you might also find yourself, this is at the bottom of the deck, sharing of yourself. You might be finding yourself more giving in the year of 2020, or maybe people want more of your time in 2020. I also see you surrendering to prayer, not only meditation, but prayer as well. And maybe being a little bit more spiritual this year as well. So what was that? Okay, so we're on September now. September, you have accepting what is. You also have Eight of Swords and the High Priestess. So September, something that has had you trapped in your head, something that's had you stuck mentally. I feel like you're finally coming to terms with whatever that is in September. You're just letting it be. It could be mentally exhausting, mentally draining. And your higher self, your intuition is just telling you to just accept whatever this is. And then here's our last 10 in your reading, because you had 3 10s in the beginning of the year. And then here's October, the last 10. So a cycle, something wrapping up. Looking deeper, 10 of Pentacles, the Devil reversed. November, you have receiving from angels, 6 of Pentacles. December 2020, healing the past, 2 of Wands. So December 2020, something from the past is being healed.